I'm surprised the 38 of Zane Smith hasn't been able to make any gains. He's kind of been stuck there in that top 5. He's had his hands full with Dean Thompson, who we can't say enough good things about how this young man's running today.
Yeah, Zane was actually the second fastest truck on the racetrack that lap to that number 5 truck right ahead of him, Dean Thompson. It's 2 laps in a row for Dean Thompson.
I like his line, too. He's not all the way to the bottom of the track, kind of in the middle, and he's making it work. You can see there, I talk about that graph. Zane really pulling up on Dean as they enter turn 1.
Really a coming out party for Dean Thompson.
Yeah, Tricon Garage. I mean, all 4 trucks on the track right now, top 10.
Yeah, that's quite amazing, really.
This lead's tightening up. Eckes is running down Nick Sanchez. As you see those Tricon Garage trucks you spoke of, Jamie.
What a great outing. So much work to swap those trucks over from Fords last year to Toyotas this year.
There's that lead.
And it was David Gilliland Racing. For those of you who are kind of new to this, this is a brand new team this year. They swapped manufacturers, gained a couple of trucks.
And Johnny Gray is also a partner in that organization, and Johnny's two grandsons running right now, both of them in the top 10, Taylor and Tanner.
Off to a solid start for Tricon Garage this season.
14 laps to go in this stage, and you can see we're getting quite the battle shaping up for this stage win.
I'm impressed with what Rev Racing has been able to do so far today, that 2 truck. They won the championship together in the ARCA Menard Series last year, decided to move up to trucks, bring their driver Nick Sanchez along, formed an alliance with Kyle Busch Motorsports, and it's just working out. I mean, all those resources, and Nick is the kind of driver, he puts in that time. He's in the shop every day. He's working out. He invests time where he needs to. He talks to Kyle Busch, asks him the right questions, and then this is what you see.
And that guy on the right, Danny Stockman, knows what he's doing too. Former championship winning crew chief in the Truck Series as well as the Xfinity Series.
Danny Stockman knows how to take some drivers to their first wins, huh, Jamie?
Yes, he does. 3 drivers scored their first career win with Danny Stockman. Austin Dillon, Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith. Not too shabby. Those gentlemen have all gone on and won multiple races.
What about that Chandler Smith boy today? Did a nice job.
Congratulations. Chandler Smith got the win in the Xfinity Series up at Richmond.
Love it when our truckers go up the ladder and just keep on winning. And there's a lot of them that are in this race tonight that are going to do the same thing.
That's what this series is all about. Heather, let's get an update.
Well, prior to today's race, Corey Heim only had 1 start here in Texas, and he told me it really took him a while to adjust and get comfortable last year. So he said it's crucial that he has that experience this year to give feedback to the team on what adjustments he needs. Now, early on in the race, he was really tight, but he didn't want to loosen the truck up because he was afraid it was going to come to him later in the run. But that stage break, the truck was extremely tight, and now he's extremely loose. So they're still working on that communication to get that 11 exactly where it needs to be. The team did, however, tell him it looks better from our end, even though it might not feel that great for you right now.
That's when, as a driver, I would probably tell somebody, we ought to try to drive this thing then. You get really frustrated out there behind the wheel when you're trying to explain what your truck is doing, and they say, well, it looks all right to us.
So Corey Heim's had his hands full. He was on the tight side, then he's to the loose side, but they will have another shot at it. 9 laps to go in stage number 2. They'll be able to bring him in, work on him again, fill him up with fuel, put those tires on him.
Got a couple teammates right behind him, the Gray brothers, Taylor and Tanner.
There they are, Phil. You raced against your brother and I did mine. That's kind of an interesting dynamic, isn't it, when you're doing battle with your brother? We've seen them do this 2 weeks in a row. I think the younger brother always is sort of intimidated of the older brother, you know, give him a little bit of space, but you never know with teenagers these days.
I don't know.
Taylor might just say, heck with that, I'm going to go.
They had a little rubbing his racing incident, I think, at Circuit of the Americas, and it was the older brother who prevailed.
Taylor got just a little bit loose trying to go underneath Corey Heim.
There's the brothers right there, 15 and 17. They were close, just inches apart.
Did Tanner decide to jump behind Corey Heim to try to give him a little bit of help? Now Taylor's going to slide right up in front of his brother Tanner. Stuart Grease is going to close in while they're doing that.
Wow.
He says, you guys just work this out amongst family. I'm just going to stay right here. When you guys make a mistake, I'll make my move.
Tanner around the outside of Taylor down the back straightaway as Chase Purdy closes in.
There's a lot of red trucks out here. That's what I'm thinking.
A lot of action, too. Oh, Stewart. That thing got away from him, lost the nose, and almost got into the outside wall.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a number of times off of turn number 4. He needs a stage break to make another adjustment. Blake Brainbridge and the guys work on that 52 truck a little bit.
Let's listen to Friesen radio.
That's just the throttle having to pedal that truck up off the corner. We've seen that view 3 or 4 times. He's had to back off turn. And remember, that's the bank corner. That's 24 degrees as opposed to 20 degrees over the other end down in 1 and 2.
Wallace Allen saw him with that spin. He just pointed those lead lap trucks down to the bottom. Oh, and he's not able to stay down, was Gray. Slid up.
He's going to lose that spot. He's going to lose that spot to Chase Purdy.
You talked about these fast lap times, that 4 truck is turning. Chase Purdy is on the move.
Taylor wants that spot back. That's a point here with just 4 to go.
Watch this. His truck just goes away with him as he's trying to squeeze around the bottom of the lap truck of Allen.
Yeah, Lawless got a little bit close to him, but he certainly gave him plenty enough room on the bottom. Just lost a little bit of downforce when Lawless pulled up beside him.
Now Stewart with a nice run off turn 2, but nowhere to go with it.
Stewart just cannot get off of turn 4, it looks like.
How competitive is the Truck Series? That last time by, Matt Crafton down in the 12th position was the fastest guy on the track. And look at Dean Thompson continue to march.
Battle for 3rd, coming to 2 to go. You can feel the intensity creeping up. They want to get those stage points, but they've got to work around these lap trucks.
He had that spot, Jamie, but Spencer Boyd in the 12 truck kind of took his momentum away.
And was doing nothing wrong.
No, he just racing. That's part of it. Daniel Dye up high as Dean tries to get by him.
If anything happens on the racetrack, we know Daniel's going to have a bird's eye view of it.
Heck of a job, Daniel. He doesn't even know all these shots he's helped us with today.
He doesn't like it. Texted with his dad earlier. He said he got grass all on his radiator.
Overheated,
front end, and it overheated. And so that's led to the problem so far.
Yeah, he didn't make an unscheduled pit stop. This is a battle for 10th in the stage, the final point. We're on the last lap of this stage.
And Matt Crafton just missed that stage point in stage 1. Now that the stage number 2 is about to come to an end, Nick Sanchez once again wins the 2nd stage here of his career. Eckes, Rhodes, Thompson, Zane Smith, top 5, Tanner Gray, Corey Heim, Chase Purdy, Taylor Gray, and Matt Crafton got that point.